guys, and we are live on a Friday night, no less. We'd normally be out partying, but no, because it's Corona time, we are here. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all staying safe, keeping 2 meters apart. Wow, this is something else, isn't it, really? I've never known anything like this in the UK with everything shut. I mean, for me, the final straw was McDonald's. When that shut, that's it. This is a crisis. I hope you guys are all staying safe and doing all the hand washing, you know, so you wear your fingers out. I'm down to the bone on mine now. I did start using isopropyl alcohol because we couldn't get hold of the hand sanitizer. I've stopped that now because it was making my hands go really yucky, nasty. Anyway, you'll be pleased to know in this show, I'm going to finally show the video of the drone flight because last week I cocked it up. Anyway, do you like the new intro, guys? I've had a bit of time on my hands today, so I've spent some time and I've done it. And look at this. You ready for the new swoosh effect? Here we go. Whoosh. So there you go. A swoosh as well when we change cameras. I've still got this squeaky chair. And, oh, sorry, bang the table. I think because of Corona, I'm also now not going to be able to buy a new chair. Although, at the minute, Amazon are still delivering to us. I've got to say, I just want to say publicly, I don't like this camera. It's just the wrong... Oh, hang on. Something's gone wrong. Whoa, update failed. Yeah, I don't need to update Zwift. It's fine. I'm not planning on using Zwift. I'm planning on going out on the bike. That's coming up later. So I want to say publicly, thank you to all my customers. Not only have you all been super understanding and allowed me to do the right thing with the IT support, you've also been amazing in your own response with what you've done with your own staff and your own businesses. I know in some cases it's actually been really detrimental to you as well. So I can't say, you know, there's just no words to put it into to say how proud I am of you guys. Actually, the way that you've responded to this has just been off the charts. Absolutely fantastic. Couldn't really ask anything more of any of you. So basically, yeah, we're remote support only now. We have been busy the last few days. We've had a number of calls coming in, last minute little things, you know, remote support, remote access, that kind of thing. It's mostly done now. So we're pretty good. I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to survive. The government's put some stuff into place. Let's give you a roundup of, because I know there's some foreigners that watch my channel. Whoosh. Oh, God, that's better. I'm happier on this camera. I don't know why, because the colours are awful on it. I'm going to spend a bit of time tomorrow. Today was spent doing that new introduction. I'm going to be buying some WD-40. That's top of the shopping list. So, don't get that on the BBC News, do you? In the UK, so, well, I think let's start with the world. It's all a bloody mess, isn't it? Let's face it. But particularly with the UK, we have now got no restaurants open. We've got no pubs open. We've got no cafes open. And the cafes goes as far as, you know, McDonald's, Burger King, Starbucks, Costa Coffee. They're all shut. We have got nowhere to go at lunch. Not that that's a big problem because there's hardly anybody working. The government's unveiled schemes to help basically 80% of your salary if you work. They're also going to support up to the tune of 80% if you're self-employed for your profits. And they're going to base that on the last few years' self-assessment forms and, you know, your income tax stuff. So that's pretty good. The NHS seems to be coping at the moment. The boys, you know, the men and women that work for the NHS, I mean, what can you say? I mean, they've all gone well beyond the call of duty to support the coronavirus effort. You know, I just, again, you just can't put it into words. The one thing that this has done is it's brought out quite a lot of the goodness in people. There's a lot of people helping. Mum had a knock on the door earlier on. Chap putting a leaflet through. Look, if you live on your own and you need any help, we're here, we'll do your shopping for you, you know, whatever you need. So it's really nice to see that. But yeah, I mean, the customers have been fantastic. They've all accepted what's gone on. They've all dealt with it, and we've got remote support in place now. So my life's become, dare I say it? No, actually, that's not true, because I'm doing more work now than I did before. Because remote support, for those of you that don't work in IT, often when you go to site, you've just got a natural feel for what's going on, and it's okay, it's that, I can see it. Or you need to reboot something, you can just walk up to it and, you know, click, off it goes, on it comes, up we go. The problem that we've got now is that people, we're having to deal with people that aren't IT literate. They're all on site, they're miles away, and you're trying to remember what the sites look like. You know, is that this unit or is it this one? And where's the on switch on that? And how do we reboot? So you have to try and talk people through it. But that said, I set up, if you've ever dealt with Exchange, then you have to set it up on a phone. Sometimes if you don't get the... Evil Barry. Hello, Evil Barry. I suspect I know who that is. So yeah, sorry, that's completely thrown me now. Yeah, so we're setting up, that was it, email on an iPhone. So we had, we basically over the phone, we set this up. If you don't set up there's a file that you set up in DNS. I won't bore you, but it does all the configuration for you. That's not been done at this particular site. But I managed to talk this girl through it, and bless her, she sat there for 15 minutes on the phone with me while we went through each option. Okay, what can you see now? What version of iOS is it? And we went through and we got it all set up. So, you know, fantastic. Kudos to the customers. They've been brilliant. Yeah, sorry. So that's the state of play in the UK at the minute. It's basically a bit crap. We can't go out. There is a full lockdown in force. You can only go out to essential work that you can't do from home. You can only go out to exercise once a day for about an hour, for visits to the doctors and the dentists and, you know, things like that, and to get essential shopping. Well, it turns out that essential to some people is very different to essential from others. So, you know, for me, Gucci Spring Summer is essential, but the police didn't take that view of it. You know, never mind. Brings me on to a funny story. I once used to work back in the dim and distant past. I worked for a chap. Well, no, not a chap. I worked for a company that basically military contractors. I can talk about it now because it's been closed for a long time. And we used to work on radar systems and guidance systems. You know, anything that the military used. Top secret, not top secret stuff, but we had a few classified bits and bobs there. And one of the clauses in our contract of employment was that you couldn't tell anybody where you worked and what you did, which is fine, not a problem. Well, it wasn't a problem until one day on the way into work, there was a police roadblock. Or not a roadblock, it was one of these, you know, coming up to Christmas time, we're stopping random cars, blah, blah, blah. And everything was fine, you know, is this your vehicle? Yes, blah, blah, blah. Where are you going? And at that point, I said, I'm going to work. I thought that would be good enough. Where do you work? I work in Whittleberry. But whereabouts in Whittleberry, sir? And at that point, I had to say to him, actually, I actually can't tell you. And of course, you get all the suspicion and this, that, and the other. And he phoned my boss because I said, look, I can't, you know, there's nothing I can do. If you want to phone my boss, phone my boss. And my boss was a cool character, a guy called Dave. All right, it's Dave. He was a fab guy, and the policeman phoned him up. Hello, Mr. We've got one of your employees here, and he won't tell us where he works. And David turned around and said, good for him. And, you know, this went on, you know, it just continued on. And Dave wouldn't give anything away, so we ended up at a bit of a stalemate, and reluctantly the policeman had to let me go. You know, and what can they do? You know, I can't tell them. I couldn't even tell them what I did. I work in electronics, but what exactly do you do, sir? I can't tell you because you're not security cleared, and I think that's how we got around it. I can't remember the exact what happened in the end, but I think that's how we got around it. Dave kind of said to him, look, if you're willing to write to the Ministry of Defence, they will then give you authorization for this information. And it kind of went, you know, they worked it out in their own head what was going on. Anyway, guys, I have fixed the drone footage and I've re-rendered it. So I'm going to play that now. It's about 7 minutes long. Hope you enjoy it. Boop. There we go, guys. That was pretty. I'm really impressed with this drone. I mean, flipping heck. I think she's watching. She'll probably chip into the chat in a minute because I'm gonna. Yeah, all right, mate. I'll try. I'll see what I can do. That drone, fantastic. 500 quid that was. Admittedly, if I'd known what was around the corner, I probably would have saved the money. But you know, whatever. You know, shit happens and that, so it's fine. But yeah, I've been really impressed with it. The others, the nearest competitor to that, it goes up, you know, you're going into 4 figures all of a sudden. So, you know, fantastic for, you know, what you get. And I've weighed it with the memory card and with the gimbal cover off, because I forgot that to start with, and the battery in. And it is 458.7 grams, which puts it just below the threshold. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. Hopefully it's coronavirus and I'll... yeah, 458.7 grams, which puts it below the legal limit for your license. I mean, I've done the license anyway because I want to fly it with the prop guards on. If I go through trees and stuff, the prop guards might come in handy. You never know your luck. But so if you want to fly a drone, that's the way to go. You do still have to obey all the rules because it has a camera on it, and it's quite a good camera, as you've just seen. There is that footage is actually up in 4K on the channel, so if you want to see it again, go over there and check out the high quality version. My mate's just said, I've just worked out who this is, and my mate's just said, oh, it needs some more rock music. So I'm glad he liked the intro anyway. I've made a few changes to the channel. I've had a bit of time on my hands this week. Well, actually not this week, just this last day, Friday. Fridays are always quiet for me. I normally do my backup runs on a Friday, so I whiz off to sites and change out the backup discs. Well, it's a bit pointless this week because there ain't no one there. So I've had a bit of time this afternoon, so I've done the new intro. I'm going to try and do a few more bits and pieces. And I think in this Corona time, we are going to have a bit of a channel overhaul and make a few more bits. I've got a bit more time to do some filming, so I'm determined to get to grips with that bloody Canon camera that's been sat on the shelf in its case for the last few weeks. I've got another shout out to do, and my mate Aaron, he has gone out of his way. He had this big bushy beard, and it's on his Facebook page. I've shared it on my Facebook wall, so if you know me or you look me up on Facebook, it's public anyway, so go and have a look. He has done he's basically shaved his beard off for, I'm going to just minimize this chat because I find myself reading it out the corner of my eye. He's shaved his beard off. He's asked for donations, and that's all going to the coronavirus effort. So check out my Facebook wall. The links are all on there. Go and check him out. Give him a few quid, and it'll all go off. But mate, Aaron, you look way better without the beard, mate. You need to do something with that pony at the back there. Yeah, get rid of it. But yeah, top job. I mean, really nice. And the really nice thing was he's got his kids involved. His kids actually, I think they're 9, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I could never tell. I don't, but they actually got involved. They were doing the shaving. The video's all up there. Check it out. Brilliant. The transformation's worth it, if nothing else. Anyway, guys, I think that is probably going to be it for the first Corona Chronicles. I'll be back. I'm not sure if we're going to do this every night or whether we're going to do it every other night or something, but we'll sort something out. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to... I've got a day off tomorrow. The only customer that I support has had to shut the shop because, well, basically everything around him shut and there's no one going in there anyway. So it's a shame, but it's happened. So I don't have to do any support tomorrow. I've got the whole day. Obviously, we can't travel to our other house. Travel to second houses is banned, so I can't even see Elenia at the weekend. So I'm going to be filming and doing some bit of B-roll perhaps or something else for the next episode. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching, guys. And let me know in the doobly-doo what you think of the intro. Take care. Sorry, you've still got the same old outro, so... you'll have to deal with it. Sorry, guys. Catch you next time. Thanks for watching.